Hello everyone. So in this video, I will be discussing problem number C, interesting story from today's Code Forces contest. So if you haven't gone through the problem statement, so I would recommend you first go through the problem statement. So basically, we will be given n number of words, and each word will be having characters from A to E only. So there will be only five number of characters at max possible for all these words which we are given. Now what we have to do, we have to pick maximum number of words among these n number of words such that they form an interesting story. Now what is interesting story? So if we took some x number of words from these given n number of words, so from in those x number of words there should be at least one character, there should be one character such that the count of that character in all these strings is greater than count of non count of all other characters basically in that in all those words. Okay, so let's see how we can solve this. So since there are only five number of characters for each of these words, what we can do for each word, we can have the count of all these words from A to E. So we can, what we will be do, A, B, C, D and E. For all these A, B, C, D and E, we can pre-calculate the number of uh, characters, number of these characters in each word. So for the first one, the A is going to be 1, the B is going to be 1, the C is going to be 1, and the rest D and E is 0. Similarly, for the second one, the count of A is 4, the count of D is 1, for rest count is 0. In the third one, the count of E is 1, the rest is 0. So among these, we have to count maximum number of words says that there is going to be one character whose count is greater than count of all other characters among all those number of words. So since there are only five characters, what we will do, we will basically assume that our answer is A. Then for A, we will count the maximum number of words that we can take such that they form a interesting story. Similarly, we will calculate for B, C, and D, and the one which gives the maximum answer will be our final answer. Okay, so what we will basically do, suppose if we are solving for A, we are calculating for A right now. So while iterating in this array, for every word we will have A count and non-A count. So A will be representing basically count of A's, and NA is representing all non-A characters count. So for the first string, there is one A and there is two non-A's. For the second one, there is 4A and there is not one non-A. For the third, there is 0A and there is one non-A's. So in our final words, which we will choose, for to make it interesting, the count of A should be the final count of A should be greater than the final count of non-A's. Then only we can say that it's an interesting story. All right. So all those words which already have the count of A greater than count of non-A, they will definitely contribute in our final answer. So whenever we will encounter such condition that count of A is greater than count of non-A, then we will include that A in our final answer immediately. So whenever this condition meets, we will increment our total. Total will be representing basically the total number of words which are contributing in our final answer, such that A is the character whose count is greater than all other characters in this sequence. So whenever we encounter this condition, we will increment our total, which is initially, which we will be initializing with 0. So we will increment our total in this case, and we will increment our count of A with this number and count of non-A's with this number for the for final calculation. And for the remaining words where count of A is less than or equal to count of non-A's, for them what we will do, we will maintain a priority queue, a minimum priority queue, min priority queue, in which we will be storing Na minus A. Why Na minus A? You will understand it in a short while. Na minus A. So for this problem, here in priority queue, we will be storing 1. Here, when we will come here, our total will become 1. And the count of A is going to be 4. The count of non-A is going to be 1. When we will come here, again, count of A is less than non-A. So we will push in our priority queue 1, this Na minus A. So this is basically our priority queue right now. Now let's see finally if we have this CA minus CA number of A's and NCA number of non-A's. Let's say this is A, which is basically final number of CA, and this is NA, which is representing N A dash. Let's say this is A dash, which is representing final number of non-A's. At current position, which is 1 after completing our one iteration. So at this point of state, suppose from these words, these remaining words, we are going to uh, take some number of words to include in our final interesting array such that they give total X number of A's and total Y number of non-A's. So in order to uh, yeah, in order to make the final string, the final sequence interesting, in final sequence, if we are getting this from these remaining words and we are getting these parameters from the words which we have already included, so in our final solution sequence, A plus X are the number of A's which will be present, and A dash plus Y is the number of non-A's which will be present. So in order to make this interesting, this should be greater than this. The count of A should be greater than count of all non-A's in our final sequence of words. So basically A minus A dash should be greater than Y minus X. Y minus X. So after one iteration, we already have these, will already be having these values of A and A dash, which is basically 3. So what we are doing, the count of other character minus count of A for each word is already present in our priority queue, and we have to take some number of values from this priority queue such that their summation is less than 3. So we will iterate while our priority queue is not empty, and while this A minus A prime, which let's suppose we call it answer or R, a result. So while this R is greater than 0, while this R is greater than 0 and priority queue is not empty, we will iterate, and every time we will pop the first element, the top, which is minimum element from our priority queue, and we will check if that minimum element is greater than our R, then that means that we can put that word in our final sequence, and total number of this R will decrement by R minus the top element which we took from our priority queue. Now this we will do only when this R is greater than T, because we have to we want that our final word sequence should be interesting. So whenever this R is greater than T, we will decrement T from R and we will increment our total by 1. So we will do while this condition meets and while this our priority queue is not empty. So doing this for this one, since this 4 minus 3, which is R is 3 initially, 4 minus 1, R is 3 initially, and in priority queue, we have 1 and 1. So at first stage, this 3 is greater than the top element 1. So R will become 2 and total will also become 2 because total was 1 after iterating once. So total will become 2. So in second iteration, we will pop the second element from our parity queue. Since this 2 is greater than this 1, we will again decrement this R by 1. So R will become 1. Total will become 3 and this priority queue will get empty. So we will finish. So for A, the total, this value of total number of words which are going to be included is 3. So maximum 3 word could be taken such that A will become that character whose count is greater than count of all other characters. When we check for A, similarly, we will check for B, C, and D and E. So the maximum one we will get for E in this case, in this one. So 3 would be the final answer for this test case. So let's see how we will be coding this. Okay. So here in solve, we are basically given an integer n, and what I'm doing here, I'm taking an array of size 5 cross n. So this n is basically from 0 to n. These will be our number of words, and this 0 to 5 will be basically, we will be storing the count of this A, B, C, D, and E. For A, 0, for B, 1, like that corresponding. So we are taking in n number of strings. For every string, we are iterating in that string, and we are incrementing that count at array of x and I plus plus, array of x I. So I is basically ith number of string. For ith number of string, at the count of x is getting incremented at every place. So x is basically 0 corresponding to A, 1 corresponding to B, like that. So here what we are doing, we are calculating for A, B, C, D, and E. So since we have kept them in a form of number, so we are calculating for 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So for among all this, the one which is going to give maximum answer will be our final answer. So this in help function we are calculating. So we are passing array, which is our which is storing the total count of different words for all number of words, and I is basically the one for which we are calculating at current stage, and n is total size. So in help, we are maintaining a mean priority queue, and this xi is the final count of this I is basically the current A or B or C, the current character, or D or E, the current character for which we are calculating. So in xi, we will finally having the count of i's, and in xni, we will finally having the count of non-ni's after our first iteration, and this is total, which will be storing the total number of words which are going to make the interesting sequence. So for 0 equal to 1, j equal to 0, while j is less than n, we will iterate. For every jth word, we are going from k equal to 0 to 5. We are checking if k equal I, then that is the count of I, and otherwise all other will contribute in count of non-i's. So if count of I is greater than count of non-I, then this word is definitely going to contribute in our final interesting sequence. So we will increment our total value. We will increment our uh, this i's, final I, with I count. We will final non-I count. We will increment this non-I count. Otherwise, we will in the push in our priority queue the difference, the ni minus ic. So this is finally the count of I minus count of non-ai, is which is ex, which I represented with r while explaining you. So while this r is or ex is greater than 0 and priority queue is not empty, we will iterate. If this ex is greater than the top element, the minimum element of priority queue, we will pop that element, we will decrement our EX by that and we will increment our total, otherwise we will break. So finally we will return that total. So this is working fine. So hopefully you have understood the solution. So all right, have a great day. Bye.